Hi everyone and welcome to the Weight Loss Diaries. I'm Denise. I'm one of your Saturday vloggers. It is Saturday, why do I keep saying November? December 19th. Oh my gosh, I think we are 1 week away from Christmas. 1 week exactly. Next Saturday is Christmas. It's crazy. Okay, so my weight this week, I lost 3.6 pounds. That means that I reversed my 2.8 gain from last week and lost an additional 0.6, which was my goal. Well, to lose what I had gained plus a little extra, and so I did that. So I'm back on track, and I've lost a total combined of 55.2 pounds. So I'm on my way to 60 pounds, and I'm 5-ish pounds, 5.6 pounds away from Wonderland, which I haven't seen in 7 years, I think. When I went through my divorce 8 years ago, I lost that 50 pounds, and it was short-lived. I soon came back up over 200. So the last time I was in Wonderland was roughly for about a 9-month period, I think. I was at around between 170 and 180. I haven't seen below that since before I was married the first time, which was 1992. So it's been a while. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really excited about that because I was really nervous. This time of the year is really hard for me, and there were several events, if you caught the video last week, that happened that had treats involved, baked goods in particular, pastry type things, which are my downfall. There's something about the flour sugar combination that is just brutal for me. And I have another challenge coming up this next week. I've got a Christmas Eve breakfast at work, which I think that I'm going to fare well with, because we're going to have some healthy options there for me. And then that night, I'm baking. I am baking that night, yeah. And the next to bring to the Christmas Day dinner the next day. So that next day is going to be difficult for me to maintain my control with the baked goods that are around. I'm not the only one baking stuff. It's just the traditional food that we have at Christmas time. So, like I said before, the way that I handle Christmas and Thanksgiving is that I don't want to not have family recipes. You know, I don't want to alter that. I want it to be tradition. I want it to be the way that it is. I am the one that needs to adapt by not eating 10,000 cookies, just one. And just one of that, and just a little of that, and just still, you know, so that I'm not overstuffed, but I enjoyed myself, and that's the plan. So anyway, I'm very, very happy with that. I'm really thrilled with that, actually, and I'm hoping, despite my Christmas Day, I really, really want a loss again next week. I want to try to get as close as possible to Wonderland by the new year. That would be really great, and so I'm willing to sacrifice a lot to get there. All right, this week's topic of the week is discrimination. Have you ever been discriminated against because of your weight? I absolutely have. And the reason that I know that I have is because I felt it. I've seen it, I've felt it, I've experienced it. I haven't always been overweight. When I was a size 5, size 7, size 9, in that range, all young and cute and perky and all that, I swear to God, in business environment, I was handed stuff. Just handed. I didn't earn it. I didn't do anything to deserve it. I didn't have an education in it. They weren't things that I didn't work for it. I was handed a lot of things by mainly male bosses. I think that, honestly, I think that my looks are what gained me those opportunities. Flash forward to having gained a lot of weight, and that all went away. That didn't happen anymore. Not only did that not happen anymore, but I had by then developed real skill, real talent for what I did, and wasn't getting promoted, wasn't getting the opportunities that were being handed to others that looked very polished and trim and that kind of thing. Somebody can look at that and say, well, that's just you being insecure. I really don't think it is. I think that a large part of it is the way our society works. I think that we look at someone who's overweight and we think that they have no talent, that they have no skill, because they can't even manage their weight. How can they manage business? That's so far from the truth. Managing your weight is a whole different ballgame. That is a whole different realm. I know tons of very successful people, very successful, overweight men and women who are so smart and so talented and very skilled. Has nothing to do with weight. Weight and you as a person, your value as a person is not just your weight. It isn't. And I grew up believing, and bless my mother's heart, she doesn't really know that she sort of did this to me. But all I heard growing up was, thank God my girls are pretty. Oh, thank God my girls are pretty. And I grew up with this concept of, wow, what would it be like if I wasn't pretty? What would happen? Like, do I have no other value? Could I not stand on my own? I mean, and here I am getting all these business opportunities and all these things just sort of handed to me because I was pretty. So that was making sense to me. When I lost my looks and gained my weight and lost a lot of that stuff, started to fall away, the opportunities and the attention and all of that kind of thing, it reinforced my belief that I had no value or no worth if I were overweight. And I went through much of my first marriage being reminded by my ex-husband that that is in fact the case. You know, when I met him, I was trim. He married me when I was heavy, but he said that he always believed that I would lose it. And so he stuck around, basically. So if I wasn't a trophy wife for him, there again, I wasn't worth it. That's really what my life was up until recently. Meeting David really changed a lot of that, because he is so accepting and so loving and so giving, and sees the value, my value, aside from my weight. Absolutely aside from it. We have value to us. We have worth. Even if we're overweight, there is value to us. I had a really, really hard time with this concept, and a lot of the therapy that I was in after my divorce had to do with my self-esteem and had nothing to do with the actual divorce. It was largely geared around this whole concept that I grew up with, that seemed to be reiterated to me, and then now I'm finally changing. That and trust issues. Huge trust issues. My ex-husband cheated on me, and that was something I didn't see coming, and so that was really devastating as well. But anyway, so yes, I definitely have felt discrimination. I've seen it. I've had people pass me up for promotions that don't know the job, literally are not skilled or knowledgeable about the job, and they will get it because they're a size 5 and they look pretty in their business suit. I'm not kidding. I really, really believe that that's what it was. It just, our society is built that way. Unfortunately, sex sells, and we look at beautiful women on covers of magazines and in movies and everywhere. We as women think that we have to be that ideal to be acceptable, successful, worthy. It's so not true. You got to figure that out for yourself, though, inside yourself. You have to make it okay inside yourself to be exactly who you are and be proud of it, no matter what your weight is. So anyway, so that this doesn't go forever, I'm going to cut it off there. I could be on a soapbox for forever. Everybody, have a wonderful Christmas. I won't talk to you until, well, Christmas Day, actually, and I will vlog. So I'll see you then, and I hope you enjoy the week, and make some memories with your families and with your friends. Make some memories. This is what it's all about. All right, have a good one. Bye.